Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. And have I got a video for you guys today? And at the end of this, for the Ashavans, 3 of you, your life is never going to be the same. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video. Love you guys. Enjoy. Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. And I have such mixed emotions right now. One, I'm so excited to share this with you. We're going to talk about Magi Magik, which is one of my favorite things ever. And I'm going to explain it today in a way that you cannot miss it. But I got to share with you some of my personal experience first, which makes it, I don't like to think back about it. But my friends, I can remember a time where I knew that divine health was mine as a child of God, that it was the will of God, but I couldn't lay hold of it. And I remember just crying. I remember I would get sick. And here I've been around telling everybody that I walk in divine health. I'm saying the right things. I'm telling them that I'm well and I'm strong. But I remember I would get sick and my nose would be running. And I'd be telling people that. And I'd go home and just cry because I knew I was lying. You know, I wasn't telling the truth. And from the best I could wrap my mind around it, that's what I was supposed to be doing, is just talking positive. But my friends, there's a big difference from just talking positive with our mouths and actually holding the word. My friends, God said, my word will not return to me void. My friends, there's a law, there's cosmic law that takes place. And if you can work in that law, my friends, it works. You know, like you don't go out and fight gravity. And it's the same in the spiritual world, my friends. And now I walk in divine health. And it's not a battle. It's not a fight. It's not positive talking. It's what I am now, my friends. And it makes me think, Asha 15. If I'm sure you got your Asha, but if you don't, hit pause, go grab Asha. Because we're going to go all through Asha today. Asha 15 says, don't strive and don't try to force it, just align. When we're working in magic and miracles, it's nothing you can force. You can't kick the door down to a healing or a miracle. You can't strive for it. You can't speak positive for it, my friends. You have to align your energy. It's all about word. And listen to this, my friends. I'm so excited because someone's going to get this today. It says, in the beginning was the Word. Magi Magik, Jesus miracles, work out of word. You're going to understand word today. And there's 2 words. There's the original word and there's the false word. Most people work out of the false word. And do you want to know what word is in you? My friends, you look at your life. And I can look at someone and in 30 seconds tell what word they're holding. You know, it makes me think of the Pharisees, the religious leaders of the Jewish people in Jesus' time. And they knew the Bible inside out. They actually wore little boxes with scriptures on their heads. You know, it was their life, the Bible. And Jesus told them, you're of your father, the devil, because they were holding the false word in them. How could you tell? Because they were liars and they were hateful and they were murderers, just like their father, the devil. My friends, the spirit, the God that you have is what you're holding inside of you. And so today, Asha 11, we're going to dump out our vessels. We're going to have a house cleaning. We're going to clean out our temples of all the lie and illusion. And we're going to let spirit, good spirit, fill us with himself. My friends, listen to what this says. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. So here we're talking about the beginning of the miracle we're going to start to create in your life, whatever it is. The same was in the beginning with God. And get this, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. My friends, everything you make in your life is made from word. You better check which word you're creating your world with. Word, world, my friends. So if you're holding false word, you're going to create the lie and illusion in your life. We need to get that and hold that and become that true word. And that's what's so powerful about this beautiful magic orange book that we call Asha. It is pure original word, my friends, and we take that word into us, and it becomes us. And now we're not striving and trying to force something to happen. We can start saying, and we're not lying anymore, I am divine life, I am divine health, I am divine peace, I am joyful, I am powerful, I am free, my friends. Turn to Asha 1 real quick. Asha 1 talks about working in the plastic medium. It says that the highest principle of good, so that's what we're holding now, the highest principle of good, your highest dream and desire for good, God, and all his names that are ours as children of God, peace, joy, provision, protection, health, life, God, life. My friends, verily, verily, I say to you, he who holds my word, the original word, has God, life, my friends. So we're shining the light of observance on the dark waves, the highest principle of good. We're taking that light, that word, and now we're working in that plastic medium. And it says, in conformity to law, there's a cosmic law that when you put word in this plastic medium, it will produce. And it says, then the wise Lord's highest desire is focused into form. My friends, our word that we put into this, it becomes form. Energy becomes form and matter. Everything we now know from quantum science is energy vibrating in a form. We're taking the word. What word are you making into form and matter in your life? Step back and look at your life, and you'll know pretty quick. Asha 4 talks about create with word. If you're new to this channel, our holy book Asha, it's 16 statements and teachings. So the statement in Asha 4 is create with word. We're going to create our world with the word that we hold. And then it gives us the 4 powers that are concerned with forming. I'm not going to go through that all today because we've taught on that before. But I want you to get that word makes your world. And then here is our word. It says the perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect thought. That's Asha 8. Asha 8 says the perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect thought. What else could a perfect creator create but perfection? In truth, what was, is, and shall be is perfection. This world is perfect. You are perfect, my friends. And in my book, Still Puzzle of the Mind, I talked about this. I was out hiking with one of my friends, and I was having the most magical day, my friends. We're in the mountains, in the fresh mountain air and the smell of the pine, and a moose walked out, my friends, and I was, just in such joy. I was in heaven on earth, Asha. And my friend next to me, he started complaining that the moose probably had ticks all over it, and that living in the mountains you don't get enough vitamin D, and he was in a different world, my friends, and it was from the word he was holding. He had let the evil spirit whisper in his ear these lies and illusion and depression and just bringing him down, and that's what he was creating and seeing and experiencing in his world. That's why Asha 2 says to know only good. God and good in our religion are the same thing. We need to know only good. And knowing it, it's that intimate relationship with holding it, being it. We be the names of God, my friends. And we're not just talking it, thinking it, hoping for it. You can't beg for this. You can't cry for it, my friends. It's a cosmic law. All you can do is align with it. The perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect thought. I am that thought. I am perfect spirit. I choose not to be double-minded. I choose not to hold the false word. I choose only to hold the original word. Verily, verily, I say to you, he who holds my word has God life. We're making a choice. I choose to think God and not the lie. And then we repeat, I am perfect spirit. God's child. And spirit makes form. Our word makes form, my friends. Let's flip over to Asha 10. Asha 10 teaches us to take an honest look inside. Look at the energy, the word that you're holding. My friends, ask yourself, what energy am I? Am I love or hate? It's hard to look at this sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes we want to beat ourselves up or condemn ourselves. That's not what this is about. This is saying, Holy Spirit, show me. Is there a false word in me? Is there an evil spirit in me? An evil spirit of lust or hate or greed, my friends? And we look at that and we don't condemn ourselves, but we cast that out. It's Asha 11. We pour out our vessel every day, every second, pouring out our vessel and letting spirit, God good flow through us. Am I love or am I hate? I know many religions tell you can be both. They told you even that God is both, that he can love and hate. He can be peace or war. He can create, or he can go in and kill men, women, and children. You've been lied to, my friends. Jesus came to show us that truth, right? Remember when James and John wanted to call down fire from heaven like Elias did? He said, you don't know what spirit you're of. When the Pharisees wanted to stone the woman caught in adultery, Moses said she's to be killed. He said, no, she's to be forgiven and loved. And I don't condemn you. Don't condemn yourselves, because God doesn't and Jesus doesn't. Your true self, your Fravashi, your divine spark in you is perfect. You're not your past failures and mistakes. My friends, sin has been passed in your very genes and DNA from parents and grandparents, my friends. You are not to feel shamed for it. You're to notice it and get rid of it. My friends, get rid of those addictions and that hateful spirit and that angry spirit and that violence and whatever sin has been passed in your genes, my friends. We're going to transmute it with light and truth and God good, and we're going to get rid of the false word, and you're going to start creating a whole new world. And then go to Asha 13, my friends. You know it's my favorite. And this is why it's so simple. Good is good and bad is bad. And that's what's been lost in the world religions. You know, the enemy has taken over the world religions, if you haven't noticed yet. And he's presented a God that sends good and evil. He'll kill men, women, and children. You know, the end justifies the means. Can do any sin or evil deed because in the end they're going to be victorious. My friends, you've been lied to. God's nature is only good, only love, only peace, only joy. Doesn't matter how the evil spirit's acting up or how people are acting up and doing bad and doing evil. God doesn't fight evil with evil, and neither should we. We've been lied to. That's why we've been stuck in this mixed world, my friends. That sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes we're at peace, sometimes we're at war. You know, sometimes you love, sometimes you hate. No, my friends, we instinctively know there's more. There's Asha, there's heaven on earth, the perfect creator's perfect idea. What else could he make? And as we hold that truth and that light, we're going to transmute this world back to what it truly is, what it was, is, and shall be. And the lion illusion will just disappear. The evil spirit and the demons will be gone. All suffering and pain will end. And that's what Asha 13 talks about. It says the original word, that's what we're talking about here. We want to hold the original word, is that all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from Him. If you can just grasp that in your heart of hearts, my friends, your day and life will never be the same. Only good comes from God, no evil. Now we're going to align with that true vision of who God is. Right? That's Asha 15. Can't force it. Can't kick the door down. Only align with that true idea of who God is. That's the original word, that no evil comes from Him. And now we're in line with that. No evil is going to come from us. We're not going to hold any evil energy that will be brought into form and suffering and pain in our life, in our family, in our homes, my friend. And then I love this. From the original word is the spiritual world made straight and the material world brought into order. That's simple. Word makes world. It says the original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. So many people have done evil things, and they've done it in the name of God. Look at the Pharisees and Sadducees. Look at all the horrible wars that have taken place And they said they're holy wars, and they're doing it for God, right? Every nation's fighting for their God, Jehovah or Allah or whoever. My friends, no. God and good are the same thing. And any God that hates, wars, kills, destroys, brings pain and suffering is no God, because it's no good, my friends. And that's why here at the Order of the Magi, we're restoring the image of God good. The original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. And get this, in this false idea is all the evil that creatures suffer. All suffering would be ended if people understood Asha 13 and they brought in that true spirit, Ahura Mazda, the all-good God, the loving Father of Jesus. You brought that spirit into you. You become one with that, my friends, and you become that life, and that life runs out death. You become that light, and that light runs out the darkness, my friends. I'm going to give an opportunity for 3 people to change their life today. I was so blessed. I went on and I went to the reviews on Amazon. There was 50, and I asked you guys, I said, I want 50 reviews on Amazon. And you did it, and it brought my heart such joy. And I heard Spirit tell me, for this next stage, for where we're going here is the Order of the Magi, I need you guys to get involved. And He's going to bless 3 people that do this. So those of you that hit the bell notification and got this first, be thankful, because you're going to be blessed like never before. I'm going to ask 3 people to make 1 disciple. You might have to talk to 10 people to find 1, but that's okay, my friends. But you're going to do this because you're going to realize the power that comes when you're doing God's work. Zarathustra talked about this. He said, those who promote my message, I'm right there with them. My friends, when you're promoting this message, you're going to be given more power than you would need just to stay home, sit on the couch and watch TV. You know, I've talked about this before. If you got a stump out in your yard, you don't need a nuclear bomb to remove it. You use a little half stick of dynamite. Okay, so, but if you want nuclear power, you have to have the job at hand that needs that kind of power. Spirit's going to flow through you, the power you need for the amount of people you're teaching, for the amount of anointing you need to get your job done will be there, my friends. And then you're going to grow and grow and grow. But this is going to be the first step for 3 of you. I want you to make 1 disciple. Share Asha with 1 person. Share the book with them. Sit down and explain it to them. You know it as good as I do. Now, share the videos with them. And then here's what I want you to do, the last thing. Have them go on and leave a review. My friends, I tell you what, something happens when they take that step themselves. And it's going to change their lives, and it's going to change your life. So have your disciple go in and leave a review. So I want to see 53 reviews here pretty quick. I know it's going to take a little time to find that one, to teach them Asha, and then to get them to leave that review. But I'm telling you, my friends, it's going to change your life. Don't get me wrong, I love reading the reviews. I took a week off. And do you know what strengthened me, other than, of course, your messages and telling you how much you love me and miss me and come back soon, Magus? But I read those reviews over and over again, and it stirs something in me, my friends, that yes, lives are being changed, that our message is spreading throughout the world. These messages come from different countries all over, and it emboldens me to keep spreading this message, my friends. So 3 of you, go to the comments right now, the first 3, and make a disciple. Get them to leave a review and watch your life change. Watch the power flow through you and feel what that feels like. You are going to love it. And I love, love, love each and every one of you guys. And we'll see you next time.